What's good, basketball fans? Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the preseason game that's going to happen tomorrow after the Eagles game, and also some trade rumors that are still out in the air with the Clippers and the Sixers. I'm going to dive into that right now. So as of now, it looks like the Clippers have been offering one unprotected first-round pick and a pick swap for James Harden. I don't know why Daryl Morey would ever accept that, but I think he's glued to getting Terrence Mann, and I think that's a great thing. If we can get Terrence Mann 2 first-round picks, I don't think that's a bad trade. That's a great trade because James Harden doesn't want to be on this team, all right? He's still talking about how he wants to get traded, all right? All the James Harden fans, just stop. Stop. I don't think we're going to be better with Harden. I think it's a 50-50, honestly. Harden doesn't play great defense. We get Terrence Mann, a great defensive stud, young player who is going to develop. He's like a taller DeAnthony Melton, So, we don't know what's going to happen until we make this trade, until we see with our very own eyes what's going to happen. We've seen the James Harden situation 2 years in a row. We've seen him disappear in the playoffs 2 years in a row. He had those 2 big games last year in the playoffs, but other than that, he was horrible. 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 I would rather have TJ McConnell playing in the court during those games than James Harden. So that should say a lot. And Terrence Mann, he's a solid two-way presence. He didn't play, he's not an all-star type player. His breakout season came in 2021. He averaged 11 points per game, 5 boards, 2.6 assists while playing 28 minutes. He only started 36 games last season. So, for our backcourt, that'll be a great addition for us, right? A great bench piece for us, but I don't know. I don't see this trade really. I'd rather get a Buddy Hield. In my other videos, I've always been talking about Buddy Hield since I think my first video, honestly. A Buddy Hield, he's not a great defender, but James Harden's not a great defender either. Buddy Hield's a better shooter than Harden. And no one can debate that. Buddy Hield is a better 3-point shooter than James Harden and mid-range shooter. James Harden's not a midi guy. Honestly, layups too. Bro, what is James Harden better at than fucking Buddy Hield? Dribbling? That's it. Dribbling and passing. By the way, guys, I don't know why this keeps getting swept under the rug, but Nick Nurse is a top 3 coach in the league, guys, right? Can we agree on that? Nick Nurse is a top 3 coach in the league. If he's a top 3 coach in the league, how do the Sixers suck? I see a lot of people on social media saying the Sixers suck, we're trash. We're better than we were last year, okay? If we're better than we were last year, how do we suck? We were 1 game away of being in the Eastern Conference Final and honestly going to the finals. We do not suck. I think Nick Nurse is going to draw up better plays than Doc ever did. Doc was a stubborn guy who just didn't adjust his game plan. We saw it firsthand, guys. We've watched these games. We've watched all these games. So we know. We know. It was a lot of the coach's fault. Our offense wasn't fluid. It was a stagnant offense half the season. In the regular season, we were complaining about this. And it didn't look like they went to practice and actually fixed that. They didn't fix that. It was like that in the playoffs. They just relied on Harden and Embiid. And if one has a bad game, let's just hope Embiid goes off, right? Or Maxey goes off or Tobias. But if that doesn't happen, if both of them don't play good, we're losing. That's what's happened. And the main focus, the main key, the main idea I want to speak about is fluidity. Daniel House, of all people, was talking about how this offense is fluid. It's selfless basketball. It's a team. It's not 2 people. It's a whole team. Do you guys remember when Doc literally made a pecking order? He literally said there's a pecking order on our team. What kind of coach says, oh yeah, there's a pecking order? Embiid, Harden, Tyrese, Tobias, and then, whoever comes in. Really? Pecking order. If I went on a team and some guy's like, oh, by the way, there's a pecking order, so, there's 4 people, and then maybe you can squeeze in at the 6th. What? What are you talking about? This is basketball. When you go into a game, you're not like, okay, I have to give this guy the ball because the coach said he's the number 1 guy. No, you give him the ball because he is the number 1 guy. All right? You don't just say there's a pecking order. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. And following that point, Tobias Harris had a nice quote I want to read off for you guys. I think you guys are going to see this year an offense that is going to really be created through movement. Body movement, ball movement, actions, cutting, DHOs, the ball swinging side to side. I think this is going to be a very good year of seeing a real offense flow on the floor. And you can ask anybody in here, they're really excited for that. Oh man, that's just what we want to hear as Sixers fans. That's what we want to hear. Cutting, ball movement, swing the ball side to side. We haven't seen this since what? The Drew Holiday years? I mean, honestly, that was when we kind of did that, right? With Evan Turner, Iggy. Not really Iggy, but you know. Embiid also had some quotes, and he was talking about about the new offense. I mean, about how they move the ball, about how he always believed that he's not just a scorer. He wants to be more of a playmaker. He wants to be like Jokic. I think he wants to play more like, not a point guard role, but he wants to run the offense through him. He doesn't want to just have the ball and just be a scoring option. He wants to be an option out of every angle. He wants to be a passer, You can even fake pass, go in there. Like, once you become if Embiid becomes a great playmaker, he's the best player in the league. Best player in the league. I mean, what weakness would he have? Playmaking, in my opinion, is his only weakness, and the playmaking-wise of passing is his weakness. Because he can create his teammates open. He can create space where he has to be doubled, he has to be tripled, and his teammates are just wide open. But the problem is, half the time he passes it, and it's like he chucks it out of bounds, or it's not a great pass, but he's been working on it. We know Embiid by now, right? Every single year, Embiid comes back better. The weakness that he showed, I don't see it the next year. I really don't see it. So we just got to believe in Embiid and believe in the Sixers. I'm not down on the Sixers. I know a lot of you are down on the Sixers. I'm not down on the Sixers. I think we're a better team than we were last year, with or without Harden. Last year, I thought we would be a better team without Harden, honestly. But we have young guys that still need to step up, like a Jaden Springer. I know I talk about Jaden Springer almost every episode, but I love Jaden Springer. I saw a video of him getting some training camp looks and some playing time. So I'm excited. He's definitely going to be playing tomorrow in a preseason game. I don't know if Harden's uncertain of playing, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a crap? I think we're going to win. We're going to play the Celtics. So honestly, this really does matter, right? We can really see the new Celtics squad versus the new, in quotation marks, Sixers squad. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Much love. Peace.